So you want to start a family game night? I got you covered. Step 1, go to a local game store. You don't have a local game store? We can work with this. Alright, revised. Step 1, go to Target. This is where you get adult tutus. The board game section in Target is generally hidden in the back wall of the toys, and it goes for quite a while. This doesn't mean that all these games are necessarily good. Target has a very large board game selection, but like I said, that doesn't mean that they're all very good. So let's start cheap and go more expensive. I highly recommend Flux. Flux is a great game that is just so random and fantastic. You draw a card, play a card, and then depending on the card that you play, the rules could change, including how you win the game, or how many cards you play, or your hand limit, or a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. It's a lot of fun, it's really wacky, you never know who's gonna win, and I absolutely love this game, and it's $10. If you like word games, but you're kinda sick of Scrabble, or people won't play Scrabble with you, Banana Gums! It's like speed Scrabble, but there's no board and you're building your own thing and you can build it however you want, and it's your own little play area. So you could build cat, or rat, or bat, or dat, or any other 3-letter words that you want and your own crossword. And you don't get points for being fancy, you get points for being fast. Banana Gums, $15. Really good. And it's a banana! If you know me and you've read my blog, you know that I like this game about as much as I like Monopoly, which is to say not a lot, but Munchkin. It is a good, silly intro game, and it's fun at family game night, as long as you're playing with a family that can understand just random chance. It's just a satire on dungeon diving, where you draw cards and fight monsters and get items, and it's super random, awesome, and it's a lot of fun the first few times you play it. I begrudgingly recommend it, but I still do recommend it, especially if you have a family that can deal with random. Apparently it is okay to record in Target. Manager just came by and told me, you know. So what I'm doing isn't illegal, Ma. This is another game, this might ding me a little bit, but if you've never played Apples to Apples or heard of Apples to Apples, I highly recommend it. It's basically a clean family version of Cards Against Humanity. One person is a judge and they put out a card and it's the topic card, and then other people have to play cards that match that. It's a great party game, it's really silly, you'll laugh. If you don't like dice or cards or random stuff like that, mixing it with your games, Quirkle is really good. It's a tile placement game, ages 6 and up, because you're just matching shapes and colors. It's great, it's a lot of fun. I actually don't own it, but I want it and it's really tempting. What the hell, I'll get it. And their tile placement game that's a lot of fun, especially for people that like Tetris, is Blockus. Blockus, every player has one color and they're working from a corner of the board, and you're just trying to get as many pieces as you can on the board. Bam, that was like half the rules right there. This is a game probably a lot of people have heard about. Settlers of Catan. It's great if you have older kids and they like the economy trade aspect of Monopoly. It's definitely gonna take you a long time to learn, like hour and a half, and play. One of my biggest complaints with Settlers of Catan though, the base game, is that it's still a game where the dice can hate you. If you can't roll well, it's just as bad as rolling and landing in jail every turn of Monopoly. So I introduced Star Trek Catan. For those of us that like Catan but don't like dice, Star Trek Catan introduces characters, so you can play as your, you know, classic Starfleet characters, and they give you different bonuses that can help you when the dice hate you. Seriously, I'm gonna kill this game.
Hey, hi, yeah, you.
Okay, I've saved the most expensive game for last, but it is my favorite, and also, it's just awesome. It is Ticket to Ride. It's a train game where you're doing set collection to collect cards of same colors to lay down tracks. It's super awesome. There's a map, you're going across the US, you can buy expansions, not at Target, but for like other maps around the world. This is a great gateway game. It's 2 to 5 players. You can learn it and play it in under an hour. It's ages 8 and over. Ticket to Ride. It's $50, which is expensive, but like, there are tiny little plastic trains inside and they want to be let out so they can play with you. Let them out. Let them out. The best game at Target. So where do you go if you don't have a Target? Well, Walmart has a lot of the same games, if not for the same prices. And if you don't have a Walmart area and you don't have a local game store, which is a better option than all of these above, then you can purchase these games, all of them on Amazon, and I have linked them down below. Oh my god. If I did video reviews in a gorilla suit, would you guys watch? Is that too weird? I see you.